All right, YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy, GamoRoads. Come back to another one. So today, as you can tell by the title of the video, this is about trying to, one, achieve just a little bit more FPS on Black Ops 6, and also not having the weird input delay whenever you're trying to stream Black Ops 6 and or record Black Ops 6. So let's go over a few things first. One of the first things easy to do is, once you have Black Ops 6 open, you're going to open up your task manager. And you're going to look for Call of Duty, hit a drop down, MP24 card, right click it. You're going to go to details. We see MP24 card again right here. We're going to right click it again, set priority, and you want to make sure it's set to high. Our priority would give you, I noticed, at least in my gameplay, and a few of my friends' gameplay, that one, you get just a little more FPS, and two, whenever you're streaming and playing the game, or playing the game and recording, you don't have that weird, like the game doesn't feel choppy or like there's an input delay on for when you're playing it. The viewers will have a great experience regardless, but whenever you're playing it, it doesn't have that, so you'll be fine, right? So another thing you can do is, we're gonna go to game mode settings right here. You wanna make sure game mode is turned on, and we're gonna go to graphics. Now, if you have Call of Duty on Steam or Battle.net, this will be way easier for you. All you'll do is you'll go to Browse, Local Disk, and if you're in Steam, I believe it's Program Files 86. You'll go to Steam, where is it? Steam Apps, Common, and you'll see all your games. And you'll see Call of Duty right here too. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go into Call of Duty, and I'll show you what you can do. So you're basically gonna go to Common, look for Call of Duty. I'm gonna go back because mine is here. Once you see Call of Duty, go to Content, MP24, and then you'll see MP24 card, and you're gonna hit Add. I can't do it because unfortunately, if you have Call of Duty Black Ops 6 through the Game Pass, it won't work. So if I try to add it, it'll give me this issue. But once you add it, once you have MP24 card on your add it right here to this list, you're gonna click on it. You're gonna click Options, and you'll choose High Performance GPU. And that basically forces the game to use your dedicated graphics card in its highest performance setting or performance profile, right? And so that's pretty much it for optimizing the game, or not optimizing the game, but having a little more FPS on the game. It's also a help when streaming as well. Now we can close out of that. So next I'm gonna show you guys the settings for OBS, right? So now, just a heads up, I have an AMD GPU, so I'm gonna try to show you guys the NVIDIA GPU stuff as well. So you're gonna go to Output, and so rate control, I always run CBR. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, make sure it's on CBR. Well, let me back up first. You wanna make sure your video encoder it should be NVIDIA NVENC H.264. You wanna use that encoder if you're on an NVIDIA graphics card. You want to make sure you're running CBR, which is a constant bit rate. And then bitrate for Twitch is 6,000 for 1080p. If you're doing YouTube, I recommend 12 to 15,000, depending on your internet connection. We're going to go to preset. Now, so preset for NVIDIA is going to look different than AMD. You guys are going to see P1 through P7. So which is like, I think it's like fastest to slowest. If you have a 4080 or 4090, I recommend you guys using what is it, P6 or P7. If you have a 4070 Ti, I recommend using you can get it with P5, P6. Anything below a 4070 Ti, you want to base it off of the tier of your graphics card. So if you have a 4060 Ti to a 4070, or I'm sorry, yeah, to a 4070, then you want to use P4 to P5. Anything below a 4060 Ti, you want to be using P1 to P3. And to test it out, you're basically gonna play the game, and you're gonna record or stream, do like a test record or a test stream, and you want to find that balance in preset to where the game looks good for the viewers, and you also don't have too much input delay or really any input delay at all. And trust me, you will feel this. Like if you're watching the video right now, it's probably because you've dealt with that weirdness when trying to stream or record and play Black Ops 6. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit quality, keyframe interval 0, back B frame 0, profile high. These are all kind of standard things that I run, and I notice work for me. And so that's for streaming settings. If you want the recording settings, it's honestly the same thing. Video encoder, NVIDIA NVENC H264. Preset, again, preset is just like I just said. If you're running a 4080, 4090, then you want to be running you can probably get it with P5 to, well, P6 to P7, depending on, like what your bit rate is. Now, so for the bit rate on NVIDIA, when I had my old PC, which was a 4090 on that PC, I ran 200,000 for my bit rate. I did that because I also recorded at 3840 by 2160, which is 4K. I recorded at 4K, so I would need the high bit rate. I didn't really need it. I just did it just because bit rate. If you can literally just YouTube, or I'm sorry, just Google YouTube recording bit rate for well, actually just type in YouTube recording bit rate. It'll show you 1080p, 1440, and 4K and 8K as well. And you kind of want to go off of that. What I tend to do is whatever the YouTube bit rate says is, I'll try to go like a few thousand over that. So I think 4K is like 60,000. So what I'll do is I will record at like 70 to 80. And then when I go to export the video in Premiere Pro, I'll set it to the same thing, 70 to 80, just because, I mean, this is like a small thing for me. I just think that it gives it just a bit more crispness when doing it that way. You don't have to, it's totally fine, whatever. Yeah, so your preset is going to be the same as your streaming preset, and then your bit rate is going to be dependent upon what you choose to do, how you choose to record your video. And like I said, if you want a bitrate conversion, I'll put a link in the description for the bitrate. So yeah, there's that. And that's pretty much it as far as just the streaming and recording sense. Oh, matter of fact, one more thing I want to show you guys for streaming, right? So for streaming, I run rescale output. And I do this because if we go to my actual video, you'll see my base resolution for the base canvas is 4K and my output is 4K. I do this because when I record and post my videos on YouTube in 4K. So I don't want to have to be worried about going back and making sure that I have this set right. So to make it easier for when I'm streaming, I just have rescale output set to Lanzos, which is basically lossless, and then 1920 by 1080p. So when I'm streaming, no matter what my base canvas is set at, the stream is gonna see 1920 by 1080p. And that's honestly pretty much it. I don't use replay buffer. I mean, if you want to use it, cool. Just know that replay buffer can also affect your system's performance. So if you want to, I think 2,000 seconds is what, like 20 minutes? My math could be way off. I don't really know. But yeah. So you want to do this, it's done in intervals, well, basically in seconds. So 60 seconds is gonna be a minute. I think it's 300 seconds is what, I believe 5 minutes. So just keep that in mind. Or the 360, I forget. Just remember, every 60 seconds is a minute, and this is the maximum time you can do. I think is, what is it? I forget what the max is, but just play around with that. I don't really use it because if I do want to record, I'll either record separately or I'll record while I'm streaming. So yeah, that's pretty much it for what I found to be the best settings for gaming and recording at the same time while on Twitch. So yeah, Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And, you know, the beta's coming out. Well, it's out now for all of us early access and Game Pass players. But the beta release is for everybody on, I think, Friday. So, you know, have fun. Happy streaming. Hope this worked for you guys. And I'm out.